What's up, everyone? Welcome to Cracka Season 3, Episode 23. Don't mind me, I look and sound like crap. I got like my allergies and a cold all together, so it's just lots of fun. Lots of stuff to talk about, lots of stuff to go over. Some very important things, actually, so I'm going to leave that to last, though. Sorry I haven't done really any videos, but a lot's been going on. Most people know what's going on, which I'm going to talk about that a little bit later, because it got worse, which... Every time I think it can't get any worse, it gets worse. But Friday I got a small haul, which I'll show you. But yesterday I partook in my first ever free comic book day, and I definitely scored big time on that day. It was a lot of fun. But let me show you the haul I got on Friday, and then we'll work into it. I got Batman Detective Comics number 20. Thanos Rising number 2. Age of Ultron book 7. All New X-Men number 11, which I did get a chance to read, so I might as well do a review while I can. Basically, Angel is going with the evil Scott Summers, and big huge fight breaks out. That's about it. And last but not least, Superior Spider-Man number 9. And the advertisement for this was, if you hated Amazing Spider-Man 700, you're going to hate this one just as much. And it's kind of true. It's no truer words have ever been spoken in advertising. Spoiler alert, I guess. I'll put that in there. Doc Ock completely wipes out Peter Parker, the essence of him or whatever it is that's in his brain. So I don't know how the hell they're going to turn that around, but that was pretty crazy. Before I get into what I got on the... comic book day, free comic book day, I forgot to mention that Wednesday I watched Arrow, which was really, really cool. They're just really good episodes. That one was awesome. And also another interesting fact, well, actually, let me do this. I went to go see the midnight showing of Iron Man 3 on Thursday. That's when I got hit with my cold and my allergies. So I was completely miserable through the entire movie. I was just like, runny nose, I'm coughing. I was like, oh my god, I had to keep getting up and like walking out through water on my face because I felt like I was going to pass out. But I got a free Iron Man 3 midnight opening poster. You can't see it too well with the lighting, but it says Iron Man 3 IMAX 12/01 May 3rd. So that's pretty cool. And another interesting fact, which I'm trying to get some photos of it, it's a lot harder than I thought it would be. About 3 blocks up from where I live, they're filming Spider-Man 2 at a place called Grumman's. Well, that's what it used to be called. I don't know if it's still called that. It used to be a weapons testing and developing site, I guess. Back in '95, I actually worked there with my father. Well, he didn't actually work there, but he was doing construction for them. And I got a chance to go, and it was crazy because it was high security everywhere. There was military everywhere. You had to have a badge. You had to have like an ID thing. You had to do a retinal scan. It was nuts just to get into like a certain area to fix a wall, which was crazy. But it was cool because when I went there, the first day I was there, we were walking past a restricted area, and they had like this hangar open, and they were closing as we were going through, and I saw a stealth bomber in there, and that was freaking awesome. I was like, that's cool. That's the only thing I ever saw, though. Nothing else. Everything else was always closed and locked. You couldn't go anywhere. But now I think it was bought out by a film company. And if you ever watch Spider-Man the Animated Series, this place really does look like Oscorp's factory, like from the cartoon. So it's pretty cool. And I was driving by when I was coming home from the midnight showing, and my friend was like, "Oh yeah, the film." I'm like, "Oh, I haven't seen anything, blah blah blah." And when I drove past, all these trailers just showed up or whatever it was, and they were all like the movie star trailers, like the ones they all sleep in, and they had these huge floodlights shooting down, and this guy was on like this rig where he was like going up and down, up and down. I don't know what the hell it was, but I couldn't make out who it was, if it was Spider-Man or Electro or whatever it was. You really couldn't see with the floodlights. And there's just like a row of people parked, like trying to get pictures, and they kept putting up these black. It looked kind of like almost like a flag, I guess. Like you would have 2 sticks, and then you would open it up, and there'd be this big black like cloth. And whenever anybody tried to take a picture, they'd go like this, so they'd have the thing up. So whatever, but that's pretty cool. It's filming a couple blocks down from me. It's pretty interesting. Anyway, on the free comic book day, like I said, I scored. I didn't know how it worked. I didn't know how many comics you were allowed to get. Everyone kept telling me it depends on the comic book store. I went to the comic book store I used to work at, Bailey's, which is a cool place. Um, it's once again owned by Tom, which is cool. It's kind of back to the old school way it was. And they let me get two of something. Like, I could pick one copy of something and one copy of another. And he's like, "Just don't let anybody," he's like, because they were saying you were only allowed to get one of whatever it is you wanted. Like, you pick one comic and that was it. Because they wanted to have stuff throughout the day. And because I've known them for over like 20 something years, I've been going there for over 20 something years. He's like, "You can pick two." He's like, "That's fine." He's like, "We just can't go over two." I was like, "All right." So I picked Infinity, which I got a chance to flip through it. It's pretty cool. It's almost like the Avengers movie with that Chitauri character guy. You can kind of see it. It's pretty cool, and then it's got like an old tale from Thanos from way back when. And I also picked up this because I just thought the cover was really cool, and I forgot what the hell. The Red 10. And it's got a thing on there. It says, "If you can solve the puzzle, you can win a graphic novel." And that's kind of on the back, which I haven't really taken a crack at yet. That's cool. I got those. I wanted to get the Superman one, but then Trung, who's the manager, was telling me that's just a reprint of one of the old Superman things, so that's kind of would have been a waste. And I wanted to get the Ninja Turtles, but they were already gone by the time we walked in, because I got there at 9, and they opened at 10. And it was crazy. There was actually this huge line outside the store, and I was like, "Wow, I've never seen it that packed, like with that many people at once." It was cool. One of the reasons, not just because it's Free Comic Book Day, but the owner Tom came up with the idea to sell every back issue for 98 cents. Now, it didn't make it too clear on the email that I got, and when I was talking to Trung, he was like, "Yeah, it's 98 cents back issues." So I figured what they would normally do whenever they have a sale is they have a little bin, and they throw all the stuff they want to sell for 98 cents in there, and that's it, whatever it is. So I go to walk in, and I was bum rush, everybody was just flooding in, and it was crazy because everyone went right for the back issues. I'm like, oh, I was like, they don't, they're not going to get the deal, and I'm looking around for this, a bin. I'm like, all right, where's the bin? And I go up to Trung. I was like, what's the stuff? What's the sale? I was like, I don't see a bin. He's like, no, man. He's like, it's every back issue. He's like, except for what's behind the counter, because behind the counter they have Amazing Spider-Man #4, and old, So obviously I'm not gonna sell it for 98 cents. And I looked at him. I was like, you got to be kidding me. I was like, no matter what issue, as long as it's a back issue, it's 98 cents. He's like, yeah. I was like, Jesus Christ. So I friggin' went for a beeline, straight to friggin' Amazing Spider-Man, which was packed by people just pulling Amazing Spider-Mans, and I was like, oh man. I was like, oh, I'm gonna get screwed. I was like, I'm not gonna get anything. But I did. I actually managed to get some really good books and really expensive ones for 98 cents. So I will show you what I got from. They're all Amazing Spider-Man. Like I said, I'm trying to complete my collection. And the way Amazing Spider-Man has been, they've been very expensive for back issues, so I kind of just stopped. I'm like, I can't do it. They're too expensive. Even some issues that would be dirt cheap were expensive. And so I was like, yeah, what the hell, I got no problem. I'll give it a shot. And I talked to my fiance. I was like, it's every back issue. I want to spend some money, as much as we don't have it. I was like, it's really a good deal. And if they have the Amazing, the back issue, the old ones, I'd really like to pick up a lot of them. So she had given me $20. She's like, good luck, And I was like, all right. And I was like, I got to make deal. But I actually did get an unbelievable deal, and I'm going to show you what I got because I'm rambling. But every one of these books I show you is 98 cents, so I'm not going to repeat it over and over again because that kind of gets boring. But I'll tell you what the original price was, and then you can obviously figure it out. Amazing Spider-Man number 46 or number 487, whichever way you go. The original price was $340, and you know how much I paid for it. Amazing Spider-Man number 58 or number 499. The original price was $340. They don't have boards, but you know what? I'm not going to bitch and moan because they were 98 cents. Amazing Spider-Man number 35 or number 476. The original price is $3.99. That's a cool cover. And here's an old one. Amazing Spider-Man number 247. Original price is $3.88. Which I can see why it's kind of $3 because it's kind of, you can see how it's overlapped. But you know what? 98 cents. I didn't have it. I don't care. I was getting picky when I was looking at some of the back issues. I'm like, screw it. Amazing Spider-Man number 49 or number 490. Original price is $340. Now this one was expensive as hell, but I really needed this issue, and this was actually one of the issues I was looking for Like that's what like the main purpose was to find this one because I remember they had it like a couple months ago when I was there and I was hoping they had it again. And it's been very expensive online. So this is Amazing Spider-Man number 293, and his original price is $12. And as you can see, it's $12 on there, but it's in great shape, and it was 98 cents, and it was the one I needed to complete that Craven the Hunter thing. So I was like, all right, yeah. I was still kind of wary. I was like, it's $12. I was like, he's not getting it for 98 cents. And I was like, 98 cents? He's like, 98 cents. I'm like, oh. Here's another one that I'm very pleased with. I'll tell you in a sec. Amazing Spider-Man number 253. He has it down for $4. Obviously, it was 98 cents. He did have number 252 in there. And I grabbed that right away. And I'm like, oh, you know, because I don't have the first appearance of the Black Suit in the Amazing Spider-Man. I have the reprint. And I'm like, oh, they have it. And it was like, I think he had it for like $23. And I looked at it, and the cover, like the bottom right, was missing a piece of the cover, like it was torn off. And the back was like completely, like really bad water damage. And I'm sitting here, and I'm like holding it in my hand. I'm like, it's 98 cents, 98 cents. I was like, screw it, you know, it's 98 cents. I'm like, yeah, but you know, I was like, I really want a good copy of it. And stupid ass me, I put it back, and the second I put it back, somebody else grabbed it. And I was like, oh, man. But I'm kind of like, even though it was 98 cents, I like to have the cover complete. Like, even if it had the water damage on the back and the cover was complete, then I would have got it. But the whole big, like, literally, this whole section was gone. And I'm like, it's not worth it. I know, I should kick myself. But anyway, Amazing Spider-Man number 272, he had it marked down, marked as $3.50. We all know how much I paid. Amazing Spider-Man number 168, he has it marked at $10. And of course, we know what I paid. Very cool. Amazing Spider-Man number 243, he has it marked down as $5. 98 cents. Amazing Spider-Man number 525, he's got it marked down as $6. Interesting. It's got a vampire in the back. Interesting. Amazing Spider-Man number 536, he's got it marked down at $4.49. Amazing Spider-Man number 548, he's got it marked down as $4.49. 98 cents. Amazing Spider-Man number 552, he's got it marked down as $4.49. Amazing Spider-Man 551, he's got it marked down as $4.50. Amazing Spider-Man number 547 has it marked down as $4.50. And this one's kind of a funny one because Midtown was selling this for $8, and then they had a really crappy low grade copy for like I think like $3 something. And then I saw this online; it was going for $2 to $3, and you know I waited and waited and waited, 98 cents, and it's in great shape. This one I was kind of stupid, but I was also very pleased at what I did, even though it was a screw up, kind of. It's Amazing Spider-Man number 569. This is the regular one. He's got it marked as $4.49. And I grabbed that one, and then I saw this one, and I didn't even realize what number it was. I just saw it, you know, I looked at it, I'm like, that's a cool cover. And I remember it was going for a lot of money at one time. This is Amazing Spider-Man 569, which is the same one as that one, but this is the variant edition, and he's got it marked down as $15. And that's the Venom thing. So $15 I got it for 98 cents, and it's the variant one. I was like, that's pretty cool. But then I realized, I'm like, oh crap, it's the same number. I'm like, screw it, it's worth it. Amazing Spider-Man number 591, he's got it marked as $4.50. Amazing Spider-Man number 589, he's got it marked as $4.50. And these I desperately needed to definitely complete my 300 run. Amazing Spider-Man number 399, he's got it marked at $2.25. Amazing Spider-Man number 394 has it marked as $5. Which also has that reversed cover. Amazing Spider-Man 393, he's got it marked down as $3.50. And I think I need like one more issue, and I have all the 300s. And most of the 4s, which is pretty cool. Amazing Spider-Man number 509, he has it as $3.40. Amazing Spider-Man 522, he's got it as $3.75. Amazing Spider-Man number 45 or number 46, however you want to go. He's got it marked as 440. Amazing Spider-Man number 44 or number 485. He's got it marked as 340. Amazing Spider-Man number 42 or 43. He's got it marked as 340. See a pattern. And last but not least, Amazing Spider-Man number 508. He has it as 340. Which, this is pretty damn cool. I mean, I had $20, and I was like, I'm not going to... I'm probably going to, not get anything good. And I was like, it's not going to happen. I got, let's see. I got 29 back issues of Amazing Spider-Man. Now, I know what you're thinking. Like, if you had $20 and 98 cents a piece, how'd you get 29 of them? Here's the fun thing. I went up to Tom. I was like, I picked all the stack. I wasn't really even paying attention. I was just grabbing because literally everyone at the back issue thing was just after Amazing Spider-Mans and a lot of Green Lanterns. But it was crazy. Like, it was almost like a feeding frenzy. It was like, Amazing Spider-Man, oh. And it was really hard to get, like, anything out of there. I'm kind of, like, picking stuff up from the back because there was too many people in the front. I'm going through the back as the guy's going through the front. I'm like, But I went up there, I had a stack, and I'm like, crap. And I asked him, I was like, I also need a long box. I was like, how much you sell them for? He's like, he's like, for you, he's like, plus, he's like, the sale's going on today. He's like, I'll give you a long box for $4.50. He's like, because you're getting all these Spider-Mans. And I'm like, yeah. I was like, but I only got $20. He's like, deal. He's like, good deal. He's like, give me the $20. I gave him the $20. I got a long box, and I got 29 back issues of Amazing Spider-Man for $20. Very, very cool. Now, me being the greedy bastard that I am, I go outside, I call up my fiance, I'm like, I was like, we should really take out more money and go back in there. And she's like, no. I was like, but it's such a good deal, they still have a lot of Amazing Spider-Man. She's like, no. So, what can I tell you? But anyway, besides that, a couple of things I wanted to talk about. It's going to be kind of a long episode, but there's a reason why it's going to be long. One thing I find particularly interesting is I had a problem with my Injustice game. I basically played it to death. I was playing it, and then all of a sudden, I had gotten an update, and then it froze my system. And I'm like, alright, no big deal. I was like, I turned it off, turned it back on, played it again, froze my system. I'm like, oh, what the hell's going on? So I returned the game. I was like, this is freezing my system, it's not working. So the guy's like, alright, do you want to get a warranty on it? And I hate that crap because you spend, $60-something already, and then with tax, it's like $66, and then they want to charge you another $5 for a warranty. So you're spending $70 on a friggin' game. But I was like, you know what? If it happens again, I was like, it's kind of worth it this time because I don't want to, I like the game. So I got the warranty, but he gave me the warranty for $3, which was cool. I bring the game home, put it in, froze. I'm like, what the hell? So me being stupid, I'm like, this is ridiculous. I put in other video games into my system and they work fine. So I'm like, all right, it's got to be the game. Put the game back on again, froze the system. Always at the same spot. It's kind of funny. I go back and I go and tell the guy, I'm like, I froze my system. He's like, really? He's like, that's a little odd. He's like, all right. He's like, we'll give you another one. He's like, because it was still under the original warranty anyway. So he gives me another one. I bring it home, freezes. I'm like, all right, this is ridiculous. It's like, there's got to be something else wrong. It can't be 3 games in a row that are having the same thing. So what I did was I took all my memory from it, put it on a memory card, took the memory card out, and played the game as if I was playing it from scratch. Worked perfectly fine. So somewhere along the lines, I got some kind of corrupted file. So then I had to erase all my stuff and start from scratch, which is a real bitch. But it is kind of fun because I've been practicing so much. When I get onto the online now, people think I'm a noob. So they think they're going to kick my ass and they'll mess around and then I destroy them. And it's funny as hell because I had one guy, if you play the game, you know all about Deathstroke, how you can spam the hell out of his gun. And for those who don't know what a spam is, which I didn't know until recently, it's when you do the same move over and over again cheaply to win. You're a spammer. So this guy is the king. I'm in the King of the Hill thing, and he's spamming everybody with Deathstroke, just one after the other, just jumps to the other side of the screen, and no matter what you do, he just nails you with the machine gun. Now, me being the crazy creative person I am, I knew that this was going to happen. I knew people were going to do this kind of thing. So I constantly practiced with Nightwing how to get around the spams. So I get up to fight this guy, and I have like was like 4% of like over your average. Like you have a little thing number on the bottom, like shows how good you are or whatever it is, you know. And mine's a 4 when it used to be like 67. This guy's got like 58 or something like that. So he picks Deathstroke like I knew he would, and I picked Nightwing. And I'm like, it's on, right? And everyone's voting, you know, against me. So I was like, you know, whatever. So he goes to fire the gun, and I jump up and I throw the battering things that he has, and nailed him. And I just spammed the hell out of him. Just what he was doing to people, did it back to him with Nightwing. And then when I landed, I would put the Kali sticks or Screamer sticks together and make the staff. And there's a move that you could do, which I don't know if I want to give out this secret, but what the hell. When he pounds the staff into the ground and shoots like a thunderbolt underneath the ground and hits the guy, if you do that and the meter burn, you send the guy up in the air and it always beats Deathstroke's gun. No matter what he does, if he fires it at the same time you do the lightning will still hit him. Then you rush in and just keep nailing him with the staff and keep him, you know, there. This guy was so pissed that he lost. You know, he sends me a thing, and, you know, little kids might want to get out of the room. He's like, you're a horrible fucking spammer. You're a piece of shit. He's like, you know, all you did was spam. So I sent the message, I'm like, dude, that's all you do. That's all you did with Deathstroke was spam everybody. You have like 18 wins just from spamming people with Deathstroke. I was like, so you have the balls to say I'm a spammer when I give it right back to you? You don't like it, do you? Oh, screw you. And then he read out of the thing. So it's really funny. But anyway, other things that are important. Alrighty. I'm getting all stuffed up. Excuse me one second. I'm sorry. Sorry about that. Like I said, I feel like crap. My ear is completely messed up. One's from my uncle with that whole friggin' sonic little thing he did. It got clogged, you know, and then of course I get sick and it made it worse. So now I'm like, what? And then it's funny because now it like almost echoes. Like I talk and it's almost like fucking sonar. It's like, boom. I'm like, all right, that's weird. But anyway, I'm becoming a bat. Anyway, important things. Like I said, this is going to be a long episode, but it has a point. So, yeah. My fiance's mother we were supposed to move her into her house today, right? Because I'm sick, I couldn't do it. There was just no way. I couldn't even get off the bed a couple times. I was like almost ready to pass out, so I wasn't making the trip. She found a house that she really wanted. Like I said, I'm going to give you guys a little thing. It was $150,000, something like that. She got the guy down to $140 because she was going to pay in cash. So the guy's like, oh yeah, I'll take it. So they sign all the stuff, whatever, and she goes to pay the guy in cash through a real estate company. They give the guy the money. He puts the money in his bank. Says, you know, when can you move in? She goes, I can move down there Sunday. All right. 2 days ago, he turns around and says he doesn't want to sell the house. He doesn't want to move. So my fiance's mother, that's pretty much, she has like no money whatsoever. So all the money went to this house, basically. She turns around and says, all right, well, you know, what am I supposed to do now? You know, I have to get out of this house that she's in, her original house, because the guy is charging her $1,500 a month rent. She was supposed to have moved out on the 1st, which now it's what, the 4th? 5th, or whatever it is, whatever day it is. So she paid this guy $1,500, so just in case she has to stay till June or whatever it is. Which is probably a smart idea because of the way what happened. So this guy turns around and says, all right, I'll give you your money back. He writes her a check rather than to give her the cash or whatever it is. He writes her a check for the amount, and screws up the check. So when she got the thing, there was a hold put on it. So that's number one. That was a fun experience. So she's got a hold on the thing. Then when she realizes the check was wrong, rather than the $140,000 that she gave in cash, he gave her back $130,000. So he kept $10,000. So she's looking at it. She's like, wait a minute. She goes, well, this is wrong. And then he's like, oh, well, you cashed the check. She goes, I put it in my bank. And she goes, but you still owe me $10,000. Oh, well, you never gave me $140,000. You only gave me $130,000. That's what the contract says. Contract doesn't say anything about any of that, which is kind of odd. So now she turns around. She's talking to the real estate person. The real estate person's like, you know, we'll try to get the money back, but for right now, it's not going to go back to you for, you know, however long we have to go through all this processing. So she lost $10,000 already. On top of the fact that the bank, like I said, put a hold on her money. And then she turns around, she's like, I don't have any money, I'm broke, we have no food in the house, you know, we have no, nothing. So she turns around, and then her car, her truck breaks. So she comes to us, which we're family, so, you got to help family no matter what. That's very important. I'm very big on that. She comes to us and borrows all our money. We had $7,000 saved. She borrowed it all. To fix her truck, it was $3,000. To get food, she spent like $1,000 to buy food for everybody. It was just all these friggin' things were, happening. Oh, you got to pay this bill. I forgot to pay that bill. So we're broke. We're like, this is all our savings. It's gone. It's done. Um, and now today, my fiance had to take her to North Carolina, Concord or whatever she was looking at, to look for more houses because she's got to be out. She can't afford to pay this guy another $1,500. And so now all the houses she wanted, she had like a list of I think like 15 houses she wanted to look at. They're all gone. They're all gone. She was my fiance called me about an hour ago, and she said, "You're not gonna believe this." She goes, "We got down here, all these houses are already taken." She goes, "She doesn't even know what to look at right now." So they're down there basically wasting their time. And the bad part is my fiance had to take off from work to do this, and she can't take off again because she's already used up all her time with all this other crap that's been going on. So now if her mom does not get a house by the time they're down there, her mom is completely screwed, and we're screwed. So it's like a whole big annoying thing. So there's that. A lot of fun. But besides all that, this is the interesting part. So if you stayed around to this long, thank you. YouTube's been kicking my ass lately. I'm not even kidding. Like, I haven't been able to upload. I think I just was able to upload my last episode. Finally, I've been trying to upload it for like weeks. Won't let me upload. For some reason, YouTube won't let me even watch videos half the time. I go to watch like Mr. Fisk Smash. I was trying to watch one of his videos, and it says I'm not in the right region, or I don't have the right video player to play this all of a sudden. And then it let me watch half of the video. This was a couple days ago. I think on Tuesday I watched half of a video, and it wouldn't let me comment. It just kept coming up with error, error, error. Type in this word and then type it. No matter what the word I got, no matter how easy it was, even if it was like the, it always said that I was typing it wrong. I don't know. So YouTube's been kicking my ass. I tried to watch Hippies Collectibles, wouldn't let me do it. And then yesterday it seemed to be starting to work. I started watching some videos. I watched King Joe and I watched R. Dowdy 95. So I'm going to try. I'm still trying to play catch up with these videos. So I really do apologize to everyone out there. I'm not being a dick. I'm not trying to watch your stuff. I really enjoy watching the stuff. It keeps me sane. But it's just been crazy with YouTube. Which brings me to a point. I was watching King Joe's thing and he was talking about how R. Dowdy is taking a leave of absence. And about cyberbullying, and I call them cyber trolls now. Which, they're assholes, these cyber troll people. They got nothing better to do than mess with people. And R. Dowdy, I was watching his video, or his leave of absence video, and King Joe and him basically spoke from the heart. And, he said it, R. Dowdy said it best. He's like, these people do this because they want to get acceptance, and there's other ways to do it. Like, if you want to be part of this community, you just got to, ask and do it the right way. Don't be a dick and thumb down people like, oh, your video sucks. Why? Oh, because you look like an asshole. Or your video sucks because, you're a comic geek. The troll people, I really don't even give a shit about anymore. I don't even care. You do what you want. You're going to do what you want anyway, so what am I supposed to tell you? Whatever. I'm not going to bow down to freaking troll people. They're annoying. And the more you talk about them, the happier they seem to get. Like, oh my god, I got talked about on YouTube. Yeah, I have no friends. But besides that, I really feel bad for R. Dowdy. I know what it's like with all that stuff, but I got to give the guy credit, man. He's always positive, even with the negative stuff coming around. He switches around, and that's amazing. It's very hard to do. A lot of people don't understand how hard that is to do, like to try and turn it around. So R. Dowdy, man, I hope you come back sooner than later because you're a cool guy, and I really do like watching your videos and quite honestly, they cheer me up. They really do. Like, your positive energy is like, it's infectious, I guess. I'll feel really bad about something. I'll watch your video and I'll just get a smile. I'm like, this is cool. This guy's just like, hey, cheer up. It's cool. It's a good day. But for me, this is going to, it kind of hurts a little bit. But I love this community more than anything. You guys are the best, guys and girls. You brought me in with open arms. You said, hey, you know what? We like your stuff. You're really cool. We like watching the videos. Welcome. And that meant a lot. Really did. If it wasn't for you guys and girls out there, I would not be doing these videos. I would have stopped at one. I would have been done. I'm like, you know what? It's not working. It's not worth it. But everyone out there enjoys watching my stuff, enjoys talking about my comics that I have, my collection. And I totally enjoy watching your stuff and looking at your collection grow. and I love everyone's enthusiasm when they get like a book they really wanted, like like for me, like oh I got The Amazing Spider-Man 2 and 3, yes, the floodgates open and oh, like Hero Hunter 81, I love his enthusiasm. He's with his key issues, like look what I got, yes, and it's cool, man. It's cool. It really is a cool feeling, and everyone in this community knows what that feels like. But unfortunately, like I said, for me, I'm gonna be taking a leave of absence for a while too. Not because of trolls or all that crap. Literally, I'm not even joking. I'm basically flat broke because of what's going on, and I don't have the money to buy any new comics or even back issues. We're fiance and I were struggling right now with financial stuff, because the way we had to lend all our money to her mom, and we don't think we're going to be getting it back. So it's kind of like we're really screwed, and we had to help her. She needed to be done, and we're hoping she gets a house so then she can kind of start to get back on her feet. Everyone screws up. I think everyone's allowed one big screw up, and she had her really big screw up, and we're just trying to get her back together and get it going. But for me, like I said, it's just not just because I'm not going to be getting any new issues or back issues or anything. There's just so many things I have to get done the next couple months. I'm just honestly not going to have time. I will not have time to make a video and give it the attention it deserves to do a video. So I apologize. I really thank everyone for watching my stuff. I really do appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. The comments. I know it took me a long time to send comments back to everyone who sent me stuff. I just couldn't do it. It wouldn't let me type anything in until recently. So my friend told me to download a new browser and then try it that way and see how it works, which I did that. It seems to be working fine. So I'm going to try to watch as many videos as I can in a day. And even when I'm doing busy things, I'm still going to try to watch videos. And when I leave a comment, I watched a video. So I'm going to start with Mr. Fix and Smash. I have so many hits I want to watch, and it's not like I've been neglecting them. It's just that I just haven't been able to watch them. So I'm going to start with that. But I don't know how long I'm going to be gone. I really don't know how long this is going to take to fix what's going on. And especially if she does get buys a house this week. My fiance, they're supposed to be coming back Wednesday. So if she does find one that she wants, she does buy it, then that week, like Thursday, Friday, whatever it is, we're probably going to have to try to move her down there. So I'm going to have to do it all by myself because my fiance has to go to work. She can't take any more days off. And no matter how sick I am, I'm going to have to do it. Like, I know it sucks, but no matter how crappy I feel, like every day I'm getting worse. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm getting weaker and weaker. And I'm like, I couldn't do it this trip. I told her, I was like, even if you're not moving, I just can't do it. I can't physically move. It's bad. But I got to suck it up. I got to find my mutant healing power and get it done, because she's gonna need a lot of help. And then even when that's done, there's just so many other things that have to get done. So it happens. So I'm gonna be gone for a while. Like I said, I don't know how long, but hopefully I'll be back sooner than later. And again, I really do appreciate everyone watching my stuff and commenting and all your thoughtfulness. You guys know who you are. I really do appreciate it. It brings a little tear to my eye. Trying to hold it back a little bit. So thanks everyone. Art Down 95, man, you keep your head up. I know how it is. King Joe, who I like to call my Facebook game buddy. Check out his stuff too. He speaks from the heart, man. Of course, check everybody out that I have on my subscription thing, man. They're all great people. They're all a lot of fun. They all know what they're talking about. They all have great videos. They all talk about the truth. Like no one bullshits on here really. And this community is really, really great. And it is amazing how everybody in this community, when something happens to somebody, everyone comes to their aid, and everyone talks about to everyone about what's going on, and everyone tries to generally help everybody and make you feel a little better, which you don't see. It's very rare, but this community has it. It's got good people in it. So keep on making your videos. I'm going to try to watch them as many times as I can, as much of the stuff as I can. So just keep on being you, everybody out there, and thanks again. And it's not the size of your man cave that matters, it's what you have in it. And what I have in it is a lot of really cool people in this community that I generally care about. I think everyone is really cool in this community, and they're just great people. And I can't say enough Everyone out there that watches this stuff knows who I'm talking about. All you guys and girls, you're all great. I'm not gonna mention everybody. It'll take too long. We're already into overtime as it is, but you all know who you are. You all know who I'm talking about. Everybody that I, you get the whole idea. Before I get all teary. Hopefully, like I said, I'll be back sooner than later. I'm out of here, everyone. I'll see you.